Hello and good morning. It is May 30th, 2023, and we are back at it at the Kanawha Valley Hustlers podcast. Took a little bit of time off yesterday, which was wonderful because it was Memorial Day, and I think it's important to celebrate Memorial Day, remember all of those who have fallen for us and for our freedoms. And I hope that you had the opportunity to spend a little bit of time with your family, a little bit of time to relax. You know, I talk a lot about hustling and hustle culture and trying to hustle, but listen, there is nothing more important than spending time with your family and finding that balance between work and life. So don't take it for granted and don't give up on it. Always make sure that you are doing more than just hustling day after day. It is Tuesday, May 30th. I like to call that Transformation Tuesday, and I like to talk about topics that involve transformation. But actually, my guest today, he's going to be talking about what I think is probably one of the most transformative things in people's lives, and that's music. I would like to welcome today with Scott Milam, and he is with the Stolen Moment Jazz Quartet, along with some other things that I'm sure we'll get into. But Scott, I want to ask you, what's your hustle, buddy?
Music would be it, teaching, playing, and it's also my full-time profession.
Now, tell me a little bit about that. You told me just before we popped on here that you're actually a school teacher. Is that right?
Right. I've been working here in Kanawha County full-time since 1990, and I've been working in the elementary schools since 98, I believe,
Wow.
as an elementary music itinerant teacher.
So you've been able to influence a couple generations of kids on music then, right?
Yeah. I hope for the better.
Well, tell me, just it is Transformation Tuesday today. I like to give every day kind of a theme. And what do
Sure.
you find that's transformative about music when it comes to teaching young people music, when they start to really understand more than just listening and being passively involved with it and actually making it? Do you think that's transformative?
Oh, sure. I really try to get the children as they leave elementary school to get involved in some kind of a music program. I'm fortunate that I feed very good middle school and high school programs, both in St. Albans, where I work, and in Sissonville, top-notch programs that the kids can get involved in. And I think that's a great thing. I found, as for my own life, I loved to play sports when I was a kid. Mostly, we played sandlot stuff. But I found that when I got involved in music, I really mattered right then. And children can get involved from day one. What they do counts. It's great to be on a football team. Don't get me wrong, but a lot of folks never get involved in the game. But if you're playing music, you're in the game, quote unquote, from day one. What you do matters.
I think that that's really true, and I play music a little bit. I like to play guitar, and I know a little bit about music. And one thing that is definitely true is, if you're in a band and you're in that group, that groove that you're in, you support that groove no matter what instrument you're playing, and you can be just support with the rhythm section. I know everybody kind of has this dream of being out in front with lead, but I think that you learn, being part of a band, being part of a group, that your part contributes, no matter how big or small it appears to be. It feels like it contributes when you're doing music. Do you think that's true?
Oh yeah. The sideman term, but if you don't have good, solid people around you, no matter what you're doing, you're not going to sound good. And whether it's music or any other profession, you've got to have people you can work with, people that complement what you do. I guess people want to be a star. Some of us are happy just playing, being sidemen sometimes too. And I do a variety of different work. Sometimes I'm supportive, and sometimes I have a little more of an active role in front of the group.
Well, that gives us
Moments, I'm a little more in front. Excuse me.
well that gives us a good transition here to Stolen Moment Jazz Quartet. Now, is this a little side project that you have?
Yes, along with Ron Oxley, he and I've been promoting and playing working this group since about 2007. And we've played a lot of places in the Kanawha, West Virginia area, over in Ohio and Kentucky. We've played the Wine Jazz Festival in the past. We played the Julian Jazz Festival in Parkersburg. We've played in Huntington. Again, this summer, we've been fortunate to be the opening act, for lack of a better term. They have Huntington Symphony has Picnic with the Pops, And so we have been the picnic portion. We've been playing before the group starts, before the symphony starts. It's just, something to bridge the gap from nothing to the orchestra. And that's been a lot of fun. And we played a lot of Winter Heston Hotel, a lot of country clubs. Like I say, on Wednesday, we're going to be at the Fife Street Brewing at 180 Summer Street. And that's our first opportunity to play there. And we're very much excited, 7 to 9. And we played other places in Charleston too in the past.
And that's this Wednesday. That's May 31st, right?
Yes. Yeah, tomorrow.
Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, so tomorrow, May 31st, 5th Street. I know I'm going to be there. I'm going to swing by for a little while after work.
Well, thank you for coming.
Absolutely. I wanted to ask you, too, to step back for just a little bit for people that might not be familiar. I think a lot of people have heard of jazz, but what makes a jazz quartet a quartet?
Well, a quartet, of course, 4 players. Trio will be 3, quintet will be 5. And we vary some. Part of the reason we're a jazz quartet is the term, just to help find our page on Facebook. If you just put Stolen Moments in, you get a whole bunch of hits. But if you put Stolen Moments Jazz Quartet, you get us first. So that's part of the reason we use quartet. But that's 4 players. And we play more of a George Benson type sound than, say, maybe a Charlie Parker or a John Coltrane. There are folks around town who play that kind. There are people who play different styles. Just like rock, there's different kinds of styles of rock. There's different kinds of styles of jazz. Different styles of classical music.
Sure, absolutely. And I know when it comes to now, who did you mention that you were most like?
I would say for the average person, we sound more like a George Benson or a Wes Montgomery.
Okay.
Ron Oxley, who is my partner in this, plays a beautiful guitar. He's just wonderful. I joke about it, but it's really true. My job is just to stay out of Ron's way.
What instrument do you play?
I play the vibraphone in this group, which is a percussion instrument. You can sort of see it in the picture there. It's the second one from this side right there. That depicts a vibraphone, which is a percussion instrument. A lot of folks mistake it for a xylophone. With the xylophone being wooden, the vibraphone is metal. There's some other differences, but it's a keyboard percussion instrument.
Okay. I'm not very familiar with that instrument, so that's very cool. I look forward to seeing that tomorrow.
But when you hear it, people think of saxophone when they think jazz. But when they hear the vibraphone, it's the other instrument. They go, "Oh, those guys are trying to play jazz," because
okay.
That's where you hear it. You don't hear it too many other places.
And how long have you has Stolen Moments been together?
Since about 2007, we formed our group. But like I say, Ron and I started playing together then. The fella Ken Johnson, who drums with us, he and I have been playing in different ensembles since 1978. And Mike Harbour joined us somewhere there after, I can't remember exactly, 4 or 5 years in, he joined us. So he's been with us a decade.
Okay. So, and tell me, for Stolen Moments, do you consider it a side hustle project, or do you consider it a passion project?
Yes, it's both. And, obviously I'm paying the bills and having my insurance and so forth with my teaching job, but I've been blessed to be able to play music in different ensembles, and sometimes, mostly different, sometimes by myself, but mostly different ensembles since I was in my teens. And it's been a passion, but also, I've made money, and it's just been something I've wanted to do. And I would say, you got to make money, but I'm more concerned with trying to play some music I want to play than just getting a payday. Because there are groups and styles of music you can play here in West Virginia where you can make more money and have more work if you wanted to play those styles. And I don't. There's nothing wrong with them. I just don't want to do it.
Sure, yeah, and music is such a personal taste. There's really no accounting for why you like what you like. I don't think.
That's probably really true.
So as we begin to wrap up here, we're coming up on 10 minutes. I'm curious, is there one step, is there one action, something simple for someone to get started if they wanted to maybe not make a living playing music, but maybe make that part of their life to make a little bit of extra money or part of a side hustle? What would you recommend that people do to, make that a reality in their life?
Well, I think what we said, that personal taste, find a style of music you like, and then immerse yourself in it as best you can, learn the basic material of that style, and then go out and try to find folks that want to work with you. The hardest part about having a band is finding people you can work with. There's a lot of folks that play well. There's a lot of people who are capable, but it's always personalities and dependability. I went to West Virginia State for a while, and Mel Gillespie told us there'll come a time in your life where you'll hire the guy who shows up in the right color suit, on time, sober. And as an 18-year-old, that didn't make any sense. Well, a lifetime later, man was a genius.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, there's some lessons that you're told when you're younger that only make sense in hindsight, right?
Absolutely. I wish I could have learned them sooner, maybe.
Yeah, we never do, though. We never do. We always think back on those moments when we think we should have listened to our elders, and then we tell young people the same thing, and they don't listen to us either, right?
I guess that's the way we are as people.
I guess that's how it goes. Well, Scott, hang on for just a minute. I'm going to say goodbye to everybody, and don't go anywhere, and then I'll pop back on and say goodbye to you.
Thank you for inviting me, Joe. I appreciated it. It was nice talking with you.
Thank you so much. It's been a great conversation. I could talk music all day.
Yeah, I'd like to also.
All right. Stand by for just a second.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much for watching today. I hope that you had a wonderful time. Remember, tomorrow, May 31st. So this is Tuesday, May 30th. So tomorrow, May 31st. If you're not watching this in the future, you can go see Scott and the Stolen Moment Jazz Quartet at 5th Street at 6 o'clock tomorrow. Swing by. Be sure to check it out. And 5th Street is a great place to go to anyways. It's really wonderful, and they've got all kinds of great drinks and stuff. So be sure to check it out. I hope that you get a chance to. Be sure also to like and share this video with your friends, or tag your friends that might be in Charleston or looking for something to do on a Wednesday night. I couldn't think of anything better to do. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of the day, and I will talk to you all again tomorrow. Bye for now.